What say, my honourable YouTube addictive junkie chicklets? Welcome back to the show again, folks. Today we're going to work on this epiphone guitar. I always forget what the number is. ft130. If you remember, I loosened these screws to lower the action, to lower the saddle, until they was loose. I could turn them with my fingers, and the action still wasn't down where I would like to have seen it be. Okay. So today I'm going to measure the action on the guitar with it as low as it'll go right now. If I turn these anymore right now, they're just going to get loose and not do anything. So I'm going to measure the action there, determine how much I need to take the saddle out of this thing. Let me just get you and bring you over here. I can explain it to you better. Let's just do that. Hold on. Let me explain to you a little bit better what's going on. You remember I loosened these two screws until you could turn them with your fingers, okay? The action was not low enough by doing that. So, and right now, I could turn them a quarter of a turn, they'd be loose. You could turn them with your fingers. They are as low as the action will go now. You can look and see what a big high saddle that thing's got in it. See it sticking up out of there? It sets down in a metal, looks like a metal slot. So what I'm going to do is take measurements up here at the 12th fret. See what the action is now, determine how much we want to drop it. And we know that however much we want the string to come down here, we've got to remove double that amount from here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get those measurements, determine how much we want it to come down, take the saddle out, mark it, and sand it down. And then with these screws where they are now, the action is going to be too low, but that's okay, because I can tighten these up some and bring it back up to where we want it to land on. Hope that makes sense. So let me get the measurements here first. So how are you folks? I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving here. Of course, by the time you see this video, it's going to be probably 2 weeks past. But happy Thanksgiving to you, all of you folks out there in YouTube land. Right now, with that as low as it'll go, the bass side, the bass low E string, 12th fret, is 4, 5, 6, almost 7 64s, maybe closer to 6 64s. That's too high. And the high E string is 5 64s, and that's too high. Now when I do this, I like to measure in thousands because it's just easier to. We are about 90 thousandths on the bass string. We'll just go with that. And about 60 thousandths on the high E. Let's go with this bass string here, 90 thousandths. We like to see that down to about 80 thousandths. That's a difference of 10 thousandths. So we want the string to be 10 thousandths lower than it is right now. That means we got to take 20 thousandths off back here. Always double that amount. And I'm just going to stop the camera. I'm not going to put you through all this. I'll do it. I'll go through it by myself. I'll bring you back. All I'm going to do is take it, loosen strings. Hopefully I can get that saddle out without taking all this crap out of there. But take the saddle out and mark it 20 thousandths. Grind that much away from the bottom of the saddle and put it back in there. That should make the strings action too low. And then we can use these screws, tighten them up to raise it back up to get it within where we want it at. So if I take a little bit more than 20 thousandths, a little bit more than that, it won't hurt because we have plenty of adjustment here and plenty of saddle there. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it right now. Hold on. So I have a 15 and a 5 here. And you can see how I'm doing it here. Just marking the saddle 20 thousandths. This side. Yeah, it's all the way across. Should be able, I think you can see that. Yeah. I believe I see it in the camera. And I have these channel locks made many years ago. All I got to do here, I'm not going to make an adjustment, obviously. All I got to do here is stick the saddle in there. I want to leave exposed only what I have marked there. Grind away everything else. There we go. And she's locked in. Now you can see there That's 20,000 sticking out. It don't look like very much, but it makes a huge difference. Let's grind that away. I'm pretty sure that's a plastic saddle. And I'm not even going to take time to hook up my dust sucking invention that you all know and love so well. Because no more I got to take off of it. It's probably going to melt it off rather than grind it away. Anyways, here goes. Boogity bop. Still got a little ways to go. It's melting it off. It's not grinding it. It is plastic. Woo! The boogity bop. Check that out. She's flat sitting now. Yes, sir. Wow, melted the bottom of it off. It didn't grind it away or sand it away. It melted it away. I'm going to take the edge off of it here on the ends and the. Yeah, this guitar would sound way better if it had a bone saddle in it. Maybe I should just make one while I got it tore apart, but I got a couple of other jobs going on right now, and I need to get back on those. Maybe the new owner of this guitar. This guitar is in the contest, by the way. The ongoing one. And if whoever wins the contest chooses this guitar, this is going to be one lesser thing I got to do to it before sending it to them. Alright, all I got to do now is determine which way it goes. It goes that way because these grooves are smaller than these. So that's the way it came out. I'm trying to get it back in there. You're probably not going to see very much of this. Well, it came out easy enough. I just took needle nose pliers, held the strings up like so. Took needle nose pliers. I was just hoping it wasn't glued in there, and it wasn't. So that was good. It came out really easy. Screws are in the same place they were when it was down low as it goes. So now I need to tune it back up. Come on, you sick bitch. I don't have it up to pitch yet, but I did turn these screws in a turn and a half to raise the saddle. If it doesn't land exactly on where we want it to land, we can loosen those under string tension and it'll all be okay. But I want to show you, check this out. I hope the camera gets this. I'm just going to put the screwdriver in that screw and just hold pressure on it. Listen to the guitar. Now, I hope the camera gets this. Listen when I remove the screwdriver. Try this. Wow, I hope the camera's getting that. It's more obvious over here. Can you hear that? The different change in tone? That goes to show you how much these affect your sound and this kind of setup. You know, I'd put a Martin bridge on this. If I was going to keep this guitar and it was mine, I'd rip all that shit off and I'd put a regular Martin bridge without the screws and the metal and all that crap in there for adjustment. Just a bone or tusk saddle into the rosewood bridge. Do away with all this. That's proof right there. It has a huge effect on the sound of any guitar. All I was doing, just applying pressure on the screw like I was going to tighten it. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you. Alright, she's up to pitch now. And remember now, I'll tighten these screws, each one turn and a half. So we're going to be probably back up close to where we started. Alright, in thousandths, and we did. We dropped from 90 down to about 85 thousandths. This one I think was 60. It's between 50 and 60 right now, probably 55. Let's see if 64 is what we got. 4, 5, 6, 64. So that was about where we was at. And right at 5/64. Okay. That's why I tightened those screws up, because we can safely loosen them under string tension. If I had to tighten them up, I would want to loosen the string. So I'm going to turn them just only a half a turn for right now. Half a turn on that one, and half a turn on that one. And let's see how much that dropped it. May have to go with another half turn. Yeah, it's not quite 5/64 yet. It's still between 5 and 6. And this is between 4 and 5, so let's go another half turn. I figured it would do that. That's why I tightened a turn and a half. You know, I was just guessing at that, but obviously I was pretty close. Pretty good guess. I'll have to tune it back up to pitch now, no doubt. But we get an idea here. Yeah, 5/64. And 4/64. Dead on the money, but it's out of tune. Let me tune it up and I'll bring you back. We'll measure it again. And we are back up to pitch again. We'll do a proper setup on this guitar when if someone picks it after the contest. 5/64, low E at 12th fret, and 4/64. Dead on the money. Let's see if it's got any rattling, buzzing issues. That little bit of difference that you could hear when I had a screwdriver on there, you can imagine what putting a bone or tusk saddle and doing away with this, put a Martin style bridge on it. Wow, you talk about improving the sound of this guitar. And it already sounds good, but I mean, I'm just saying that would really help it a lot. Every fret individually, but I'm not hearing any buzzing. Need to try key for that. I can't hold on to the guitar, man. It's sliding away from me. These are old strings too. I don't know how long it was on the guitar when it came here. And that action though is really nice. our giveaway contest ends, if the winner of this contest chooses this guitar, you're going to be getting a nice axe. Thank you, Joe. Joe donated this guitar. Thank you, man, so very much. Not only for me, but everyone here. I went through the guitar. I checked everything. I checked all the braces. And now that's fixed, that action thing. Now you can actually get the action down lower than what it is right now. At least a half a turn on these screws. You still got at least a half a turn to go. You know, like I said, it's 5/64 on the low E, 12th fret, and 4/64 here. And you still got more adjustment there to go if you want it lower than that. But that's pretty low. You can look at it here. See that? It's down there pretty good. I don't know why you would want it any lower than that, but you could if you wanted to. And that's just one last thing I'll have to do to it when it comes time to go bye-bye. And now all I've got to do is put new strings on it and go over the setup. It's basically setup, but I've already checked the first fret action and neck relief and all that, but I'll check it all again when someone wins it and put new strings on it, set it up, and you know, don't have to do anything back here now. So there you are. Thanks for watching. Cheers to you, and I'll see you soon.